So of course you could take having to be on a live and decided in a change of location to have all the dogs making noise and the car horns blowing in the background. Um, but yeah, so hopefully this change of location does not cause too much of an issue tonight. Hello Roberta, it's been 100 years since I have seen you on these Instagram streets. Hello Nikki, hello Lyndon. Guys, just give me a sound check while the neighbors' dogs are being totally insane. I think dogs are going crazy today. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. And maybe this change in location was not a good idea. What is going on with Sparky in the background there? What is going on with Sparky? Sparky and Robert. Like I just named the neighbors' dogs that. Okay, good. Y'all are hearing me loud and clear. Thank you, Lyndon. So, guys, tonight is another success story. I know 2 days ago I interviewed a lovely Alyssa, and she's one of my one-on-one clients. And today I am interviewing the lovely Nicole Davidson. She is a Trinidadian, but she has been living in New York for a very long time. I hope I am not butchering your details, Nicole. But tonight we're going to have a quick chat with her about what it's been like in terms of her journey, in terms of personal development and inner work. The purpose of these success stories is not to highlight what it's like working with me, because that's really the least of the conversation. It most certainly is to highlight what the impact has been for persons who have decided to commit to doing their inner work. So without further ado, because we don't want Sparky and Robert to make a certain noise and disturb the whole live, I won't keep you guys here too long, right? So Nikki, when you have the moment, do put in your request to hop on the live here and let's have our conversation. Good night, guys. Thanks for hopping on. Right, so that more or less is what's my intention and my objective behind doing these lives, because I know, especially in the Caribbean, when we think about inner work and we think about healing and we think about trauma and we think about mindset, there's so much, what's it we're looking for? There's a word, so much stereotype around that. It's only a certain type of person that's do this and that too spiritual and that too woo-woo. But self-discovery is the starting point of entrepreneurship. Self-discovery is the starting point of being a business owner, and I of course have been journeying and doing the work myself. And I read a post today that I shared where it said that more or less heroes are people who support themselves through a situation, take themselves through a situation, and then help other people do the same. And so gratefully that has been my gift, and I think it's definitely connected to my purpose that has allowed me to support so many women in a one-on-one capacity in terms of that type of work. So Nikki has sent in her request. So guys, when she hops on, do put all the loves, do put all the hearts, do put all the lovely things to welcome her in, because one of the other things that I do, and you guys may not be aware, but most of these people who I hop on, who I bring on here to do lives with me as a success story, is also my way of supporting them with their own journey in terms of helping with that confidence to show up on social media, especially because they are new business owners. And a lot of them have fear around this going live situation. So this is also my way of supporting gently and holding their hands. So this is Nikki's first live. It was also Alyssa's first live like this, I think. No, I'm not sure. But anyways, this is Nikki's first live. So when she comes on, do send her all the love and support to let her know that, hey, she's safe. This is a safe community and she's good right here. All right. Okay. Oh, my eyelashes are jumping. Right, guys? So, of course, if you have any questions for Nikki and I, do feel free to put it in the question box. Good night, Nikki.
Good night. Good night. Is everyone hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you and we see in piece of you.
Are
Good.
you seeing me better now?
I am Nikki. Good night.
Good night.
How are
Good night,
you,
everyone.
Nikki?
Good night, everyone.
Nikki, so before Sparky and Robert outside start to make a lot of noise, right? Because I don't know if you hear them. I want us to get quickly into our conversation here. So, introduce your beautiful self to the people here and True Blood family and on your side of the internet, and let us know who you are.
Well, I guess you have said that already before. I am Nicole Davidson. I am actually born Trinidad and Tobago, but I am living in the United States of America. But
For how long, Nikki?
21 years I've been
Ooh,
living.
yeah.
I have three boys and one girl.
Uh-huh.
I am a CEO of Unity's Power, and I am also a CEO of Nikki D's Delight.
Yes, and you are a life coach
And
on the verge.
I like
Yes.
it is something that, it's been hard to really get into me, but I know I will get to do that very soon.
Yeah,
It-
so guys,
yeah.
let me just let you all know when I say I support and love, right? So for them, right, for Nikki, this is like, OMG, Latina, we really doing a live? Yes, Nikki, we doing a live. This is
I am
part
like
of
my hand
my
going like this, like, oh my God, oh my God.
Look, Lyndon is like, hey, you're safe. Lyndon is like, you're safe. Roberta is like, you are safe. This is a safe space. All the love here, right for you, right?
I
And I
thank
just
you
let you know
guys.
from the jump, we are proud of you for being here, okay, and for
Yeah.
doing this work. So really quickly, Nikki, I want you to just get into describing, and this is a safe space, right? Getting into that space to describe where were you before you started to commit to your inner work.
Wow. So before to me, I feel like if I was lost,
Right.
like you just aimlessly walking, like, okay, as like I didn't even know how to function. Like, how am I to do? And then was sitting down, and my girlfriend and I, we always talk all the time. Like, girl, we getting so old. How we gonna do this? How we gonna make out? Sad. So, guys, I know you'll be saying, but how she living in America for so long and have that accent? Yes, I still do have my accent. I don't ever change it. I don't choose to change it. When I need to, I do. But anyhow,
Right.
um, it was a place where I feel very lost. And I said, she was like, you know what? Maybe this young lady could help you. Let me give you this. And when she gave me that, and I locked into Miss Latina, oh my God. Oh God. I had to take a deep breath
Yeah,
like
Nikki,
we
we're not
always
going to
do.
cry on this live, eh?
Yeah, we can't do
We're
that. We
not
can't do
crying
that. We not
tonight.
we can't. It is an amazing, amazing experience. The first
Mhm.
time I talked to her, and then she was like, we could do a free 30 minutes. When I got a free 30 minutes, I tell to myself, nah man, I need more than that, man. So the 30 minutes led on to me of doing actually 8 weeks with her. And that 8 weeks it was a journey, but it was a process.
Mhm.
And I must say that, Miss Latina, I don't want to cry. I'm not doing that.
Then
But
we're going to
for
take
the
some deep breaths.
yeah, we have to do that. But this journey, the process, my first session make me get to realize who I am.
Wow.
I have learned that I was neglecting myself.
Mhm.
Learning, hey, why did you do that to yourself all these years?
Wow.
I
Wow.
have learned that I actually bought a crown to show you guys that because I have taken off my crown, but Miss Latina has taught me how to put it back on. And
Look
I
at
love it.
you. Oh my God. Am I going to cry
I
here
love,
tonight? No, no, no.
I
I'm
just
not.
love the first session makes me get to realize how I didn't value who I am. I didn't even knew what values I have. It is
Right.
amazing. So,
Right.
ooh,
Oh Lord. I love you, Nikki.
yeah.
Listen, money, nothing could pay for this level of
Now,
vulnerability
no,
here. And
this young lady, Miss Latina. Oh my God,
oh,
you know
Nikki.
it's when sometimes God said, "Who God bless, no man cursed," and you are a blessing not just to me, but You touch lives and touch things in me that makes me know that I am I am beautiful
You
inside out.
are.
You
You
made me
are.
realize that, hey, that crown, you put it back on. You gave
Yeah.
them the opportunity to do that to you. So take your crown and put it back on. So for the rest of my life, I'm going to
Yeah.
continue to wear my crown,
I
whether they
want a
like it or
crown
not.
too.
But
Oh,
my journey and
Nikki.
my process, it was
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. It was amazing. It was a transformation. It was something that is what I should call it, is what you call empowering. It
Yeah.
empowers me to know that God created you in a special way, and there is
Yeah.
nothing else more that I can say concerning my journey. Was an amazing journey. Um,
Yeah.
um, I just love the sessions. I actually used to be get excited. It's like a little girl, when Christmas time morning come and you're like, okay, let me go and see what gift I have to open. That is how
Yeah.
you used to make me feel, to come back and hello, I don't want my crown to come off.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, so
Yeah,
that is what
Nikki.
it is.
Nikki, you almost make me cry there, right? Like money can't pay for this. Let
Nah,
us let it know. Money
there is
can't pay for
no
this.
amount of money could ever pay for the price. You can't put a price tag
Right.
on the transformation that you have made in my life.
Right. And I just
And I
want
know
to
you will
say
be doing it to many others.
thank you,
So,
Nikki. But
um,
I want to acknowledge Nikki. All I did, all I did, if I didn't tell you before, I'm telling you now. All I did was create a safe space for you to see that you could pick up your crown and you could set your boundaries and you could
yes,
love yourself and you could say, hey, this is who I am, and you could explore more confidently who you are. All I did was create that safe space. You did the work. You did the work. You've been doing the work. You've been putting in the work every single time. You weren't just doing my coaching with me. You were doing your own schooling. Which one?
yes,
Nikki was one of those people when I say, hey, Nikki, this course available, or Nikki, we could do that. Nikki is taking notes, Nikki is studying, Nikki is processing, Nikki is
yes,
coming back the next week, right? And I just want to say that I am so proud of you for committing to doing the work. All I did was just create that safe space and that container, but you showed up every single time, right? So I know
yes.
you said that, the process was amazing. And when people hear amazing, they might think just roses and butterflies.
No,
But
no,
was it just roses and butterflies?
no, it wasn't. It was a lot of tears, but
Mm-hmm.
the tears was getting to realize, hey, this is who you are,
Yeah.
and accepting who you are. It is a process, but the process gives you transformation in yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and getting to know who you are as a person, and getting
Right.
to love that person, getting to
Right.
accept that person, despite whoever may not like that person. But you have come to like that person because it is you. You have to
Right.
do the work in you so that you could love yourself, so that the person that you come around or come in your space or in your relationship can do, and able to say, I love you, because you have come to love yourself. So your
Wow.
atmosphere and the space that you created will be able to do fit in just right.
Yes, Nikki. So here's my question, right? So of course, fine, mind you guys, Nikki is goals for when I get Nikki age. Yeah? Just let you know, right? Nikki is body goals when I get to Nikki age, right? Nikki, is it ever too late?
Oh no. Oh no. No. Never too late. There I don't put age on certain things. I
Mm-hmm.
think it depends on your mindset and where you
Mm-hmm.
are. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
you put your mind to, that you can do. You could be 90 years and still
Right.
accomplish what you need to accomplish. You could be
Right.
90 and still now getting to know who you are as a person.
Wow. Wow.
So,
I love that, right, Nikki? Because what that says, and as just to highlight, and if anybody's jumping on this live or you're catching a replay, and you're just like, well, I already have three big children, I already do all this in my life, and you still feel this feeling of loss. You don't feel like you know what's going on, or you feel as though you don't have your proof. It's not too late. Nikki is living proof And my girl is a life coach. My girl is learning who she is, and self discovery is a never ending journey. So don't think for a minute, for a millisecond, that where you reach is the end. You have no end until your eyes close, right? And until then, it's always going to be a journey. So, Nikki, my next question is why did you decide now was the time to make this leap of faith? Why now?
Um, like I said, I feel like before I was lost. I had been in relationship and I have been lost and like why wasn't this thing working? Why? And then one day, as I said, I decided to find you and
Right.
I found myself. I found what you call self love. There
Wow.
is nothing else you could have. Self love is one of the best love you could ever have.
Right.
Nobody could take that away from you. When you love yourself and love yourself for who you are, then
Mm.
you become who you want to be. You will have the success that
Mm-hmm.
you determined to have. You become
Mm-hmm.
to have better relationships because you
Mm-hmm.
have get to learn that loving yourself for who you are is an amazing thing.
Right. Nikki, I'm so proud of you. My heart is so full. Like I feel to cry. I wish Sparky could stop making so much noise in the background. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you for trusting the process. Thank you for being a part of this journey, right? So here's my question, Nikki. If you had to give anybody one piece of advice or a word of wisdom or suggestion as it came to making a decision to be very vulnerable and transparent with themselves, what would you say? What would you tell them?
Ooh, before I go any further and answer that question, I really wanted to talk about this, but I hope it's not a problem to you. But my best session that I ever had, I should say two of my best session was
Right.
breath work. Breath
Really?
work, breath work. I truly ask anyone, please go on to Miss Latina Trugood and get your breath work done. It is an amazing transformation. It's
Mm-hmm.
a empowering to know that the things that you have not, it's like, okay, breath working is a place where it's a safe place, but it's a place where you have hidden things that you have done in your past and you
Mm-hmm.
have not really dealt with it. But when you do the breath work, you get to face those realities and be able to say,
Mm-hmm.
I forgive myself. I recognize that. And I
Wow.
can learn to progress and say, hey, I thank you for coming here. And I thank you that I get to see that I have, it's something like you did so long and you're like, oh, you here.
Yeah.
So then you dealt with it. And then you could able to come out refreshed
Yeah.
and
Yes.
refined and re-energized and knowing
Right.
no longer will I carry on this burden. No longer will I carry it
Right.
on because I have done and left it there where it
Right.
belongs. And I
I'm so
appreciate that.
glad. I'm so glad. So, guys, I never put in a plug. That is Nikki putting her own plug about breath work, right?
Yeah.
Nikki, was it hard? Because
No,
breath work is an active breath,
it's not
right?
it's not hard, but you have to be able to come in out of your body into your mind and knowing that you have to do that. You have to do the work. If you don't do the work, then you're gonna be going and say the first time you're gonna do like breath work. Because the first time I heard that I say breath work, what my breath I gonna do? I have you understand? But I
What
be
my
like,
breath I go
okay.
do?
But
Oh,
when
yes.
you
Breath of
come
God,
out in
yes?
there and you go into that, it's an amazing. You Miss Latina, I mean, I don't know how else again to tell you, but thank you. And
I feel all the love all here, Nikki. I do.
um let me repeat that question there again that you gave me before because I was so all up in my like I gone
No.
in into my out
Well,
in my
actually,
head
you
into everything.
said you said that there were two sessions. So you said the
Right.
breath work was
That
amazing. What was
that
the
that
second one?
first one and the one that allowed me to go back to my childhood days.
Right.
So there were
Right.
things that there that needed to be attended to and
Mm-hmm.
learning, hey, I I did forget about that when I was a teenager, or whatever. But I
Right.
love that because it allowed me to forgive myself and
Mm,
forgive the journey and the atmosphere and the people that were there in my
mm-hmm.
life at that time. I
Mm-hmm.
released them and I came out feeling energetic that day. I felt so good.
Right.
It feel like a them 100-pound sack of sugar on your back. That is how I felt. you know, but it was good. So those was
Right?
my two favorite sessions.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
my question was, if you had a piece of advice or some words of wisdom to give to anybody as it pertains to, making, it doesn't have to be me, it doesn't have to be, it just has to be with a decision because everything starts with a decision. But somebody, any words of wisdom to somebody who is wanting to decide if they should invest in a course, in a coach, in school, in anything in terms of their self healing, what you have to see.
Wow. Um, the best thing I can advise anyone to do is to invest in yourself.
Mm,
When you invest in yourself, then anything else can come. Because if you're not good or you're not good within yourself, you cannot be good to anyone else. So
mm-hmm.
if you want to invest in yourself, there goes my mentor. I just call her my mentor, Miss Latina. You
Oh
know,
Lord,
go
Nikki.
on to her, give her, invest in you, invest, because when you invest in yourself and you go with her and she take you to that journey, please, when you are going, make sure to do the work, not for her, but for you. So you will
Correct.
get the results that you need to get. And
Right.
if anyone out there that is hearing my voice, it might sound like I have that heavy voice, but that's okay. I still love who I am, but I can see that if anyone who out there are lacking self-confidence,
Mm-hmm.
self-awareness, most of all
Mm-hmm.
self-love,
Mm-hmm.
I advise you guys to go on to Miss Latina.
Oh
She is
God.
going to do that work. And I'm telling you guys, you would not be sorry. You would not be disappointed. You would
Oh
not be
God.
saying, oh
But
my
man,
God.
Nikki, Shelly, wake up there, no. So guys, if for those of you who don't know, Shelly's my ego, right? Shelly is the one who's just come out and she's be like, listen, now you're playing it safe. Nikki, Shelly just wake up out of the blue sky and she's like, oh gosh, look at pressure, Nikki puts it on me. Look at pressure, Nikki puts it on me. Shelly, and this is me doing the work. Shelly is safe. We are safe. Everything you've done until this point is enough. You're okay. This is me doing the work live, guys. And the truth is, the reason why, guys, transformation takes place in these containers is not because I am some big, great human being. I'm just as amazing as Nikki, but it's because my foundation is I sincerely love on these people with all of me, and I sincerely create that safe container for them to just be them and do the work in their own place, in their own way, in their own time, right? And of course, I can only take somebody as far as I've taken myself. So thank you, Nikki, for sharing that. Nikki, my last question is, my last question is actually it's not a question. Tell the people what has happened over the last couple weeks in terms of the new things stirring in Nikki Land.
Wow. So for those that are there, after I'm finished with my 8 weeks with Miss Latina, I am now a life coach. I am now a life coach, not a life coach. Well, I shouldn't say no. I've been there, but I've
Mm-hmm.
do the with the transformation and with the self work and with the process that I have done. It have made me to know this is my passion, this is my
Mm-hmm.
desire, and this is who I am. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful again to Miss Latina, and I am appreciative of your work and the process and everything. I don't know what else again I can say to tell anyone. Listen to me. For those, let me put it like how we say it in Trinidad and Tobago. For those who depend on yeah and want to come and do it, come on and get onto her page and do your work and get the results done. She is
Oh,
an
thanks,
amazing.
Nikki. But
She is an amazing.
full disclaimer, guys, Nikki always was doing this type of work, right? So the to put it in perspective, so no, Nikki did not, we didn't work together, and I
No,
gave Nikki a certification and say,
no,
here, Nikki, you are now like coach. Yeah, that is not what happened.
no.
Nikki had been doing her work before. She had been supporting clients before. She has also done her own, getting her certification through her different mediums with school. But it's one thing to know something cognitively, and it's another thing to actually integrate it and embody it and have and be able to stand confidently in your truth and in your power to further impact, right? And when somebody is doing heart-centered work, which is what Nikki would have been doing, and most of my clients do, when people are doing heart-centered work, it comes a point in their journey when they realize, hey, I have some work to do on me first so that I could further support the people that I would like to support. And so that is how I fit into Nikki's box, Nikki's journey, to just give that extra boost of, hey, I'm here, I'm a life coach, this is my purpose, this is my calling, this is what I'm here to do, right? So, Nikki, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for
I love you
sharing
more.
that.
I saw you have some questions there that somebody's asking, what is breath work?
Really? Oh, yes. Yes. So, as breath work, essentially, so there's all the biology behind breath work, guys. And breathwork is basically an increase in oxygen into your body and a increase in release of carbon dioxide, right? So that's a very biological type of thing here, and biology is never my strong point. But the process itself is actually that allows you to come out of your head and into your body. A lot of the times we spend a lot of time in our monkey brain with all the chatter and all the overthinking and all trying to figure it out. And we're looking for all the answers everywhere. And it just has so many things going on up here. When I guess most of you, if you've not heard this statement before, your body keeps the score. Your body keeps the score. And when you get in the practice of coming out of your head and into your body, there is this mind-body connection that brings out so much clarity, that helps release so much stress, that helps release so much pent-up emotion and energy that has been stored in your body for a long time. And just to put it in perspective, in essence, it basically helps regulate your nervous system. And if you are somebody who are like, so cognitively all the things that you need to do. So you want to do a particular thing, you want to achieve a particular goal, and cognitively, like you could give a list, do 1, 2, 3, 4, but when it's time to actually do the work, you are completely stuck. You feel there's so much resistance to move forward, and it's because at a nervous system level, your nervous system is inflexible, and the goal is to get a flexible nervous system so that you could start taking action towards your goals. And breathwork essentially facilitates that, right? So that is, in a nutshell, a piece of biology and a piece of some woo with it, but that is what breathwork is. So guys, if y'all have any questions for Nikki, do let us know. But Nikki, in the meantime, let the folks know where they could find you, where they could connect with you. And yes, Nadine, yes, you can do breathwork alone. If that is something that you're interested in, you are free to send me a message and we will have a conversation for us to do a breathwork session, right? So yeah, Nikki, give us the deets. Tell us where we could find you.
So far I have my Instagram page. It says Nicole Davidson or Nikki Davidson at life coach on Instagram. I have not done the rest just yet, but
no stress, Nikki.
I am doing that
slowly
but surely.
Yes, guys. Yes. Y'all have any questions for Nikki or I? Karen Rose, True Growth is a transformation specialist. I see you, babe. I see you. That's all he loved there. Yes. So Nikki, do you have any last lines to give to the folks here? Any closing statements to give to the folks?
I want to thank each and everyone for coming on. I want to thank you for the love and for the support. I saw some of my families are on here tonight. My son, I saw my sons, I saw my niece, and I just want to thank everyone for coming on. I thank you guys so much. I thank you, Miss Latina, for being able to bring me out of my comfort zone. I don't know about life. I was like, my heart is going like this. Is
it better now? Is your heart better now?
Yeah, I felt a whole lot better. Especially when I have my crown on, I could see that my cousins are on too. So I want to thank each and every one. I want to thank you for the continual support. And thank you, Miss Latina. Again, God's richly blessings be upon you as you continue to journey on to touch the lives and for people to come on and do the work. Blessings, much love. Love you, my dear.
Love you more, Nikki. Bye, Nikki.
Bye.
Oh, guys. So that was Anastasia. I love Nikki Spirit. Yes, she is. She's such a light. Just what you saw there is just how Nikki has been with me for the last couple of weeks. And guys, as I said, the purpose for me having these calls is not for people to highlight, oh my God, we're Latina. No, that's not what we're doing. The reason for this is to showcase that there is so much growth, there's so much progress, there's so much transformation when you make a decision to start to do the introspection, right? To start to do the self-discovery, to be very intentional about your self-awareness, right? And I just get to be that conduit. I just get to be that safe container to facilitate that. And of course, as I do this work and I'm like, hey, talk therapy is not the only solution here. There are things like the different modalities to support this work. I introduced that. And so breathwork has become one of those things. And I'm actually a proud facilitator of breathwork now. So if that is something that you want to explore, please reach out. And yeah, guys, if you all have no questions for me, that just brings us to the end of this success story. Stay tuned for more. Check out the podcast, the True Growth podcast. I released a new podcast episode today. And expect more from me. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I'm so grateful that Sparky and Robert in the back there decide, well, here they are loud as ever again. They are up, right, guys? So that's my cue. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.